Today I want to talk about something that changed the way that I approach my desires, my energy, my self-concept, really my entire life. And that is this: the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It gives you what you are. Now, if that stings a little bit, I want you to relax, get comfortable, grab your journal or your notebook so you can take some notes, grab something nourishing to drink, and let's get into it. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Now, I know that can sound a little confronting at first because most of us were raised with the belief that if we just think hard enough, if we just hustle long enough or visualize often enough, we'll get exactly what we want. But energy doesn't work like that. And the feminine certainly doesn't work like that. The universe or source, God, the field, whatever language feels good to you, is constantly responding to your frequency. Not your words, not your effort, not even your plans. It listens to the energy you are being. It responds to your embodied state. So if you're moving through life trying to manifest from a place of, I don't have this yet, the signal that you're broadcasting isn't your desire, it's your lack. Not your dream, but your distance from it. And the universe, in its beautiful neutrality, just mirrors that right back. Now, let's be clear. Desire is not the problem. Desire is holy. It's how your soul stretches into new expansion. So I would never tell you to stop wanting. But I will ask, how are you holding your desires? Are you gripping them with scarcity? Are you trying to wrestle them into reality? Or are you cradling them with trust and with presence, with a sense of, I'm already her? Can I become the version of myself who already is the thing that I seek? Can I embody the frequency who already has the love, the radiance, the abundance, the peace, the success? And don't look at it as if you're pretending or you're bypassing. We're looking at this as remembering. You aren't calling something in that's far outside of you. You're becoming the vessel that can hold it. You're aligning yourself vibrationally with the reality that you desire, and you're allowing the universe to meet you there. Let's take an example. Let's say you're calling in love, like real, grounded, nourishing love. Instead of sitting in the feeling of being lonely or wondering where it is, you begin cultivating the feeling of being adored and chosen and connected. You create that feeling within yourself in the small and subtle and consistent ways. You might have a beautiful dinner for yourself, or you might speak gently to yourself when you wake up, just like a lover would. You might wrap yourself in a nice robe after your shower and say, I love you, as you oil your skin. None of that is fake. None of that is performative. That's embodiment. That's the version of you who already has the love. Not just in the future. She's accessible right now. You just have to make contact with her, and you have to practice being her in each breath, in each moment. The same goes for abundance. Maybe you're trying to attract more money or more opportunity, more expansion. Instead of being hyper-focused on what you're lacking, you could ask yourself, how would the version of me who already feels wealthy, who already has plenty of money and resources, move through her day? Would she walk slower? Would she take more pauses? Would she take time to actually taste her food and feel the sun? When we're constantly rushing, gripping, pushing, that's coming from a space of lack. But the version of you who feels supported and resourced, she is soft, she is certain, she is spacious. And when you start embodying that, the field around you shifts. Your aura becomes magnetic, and your life starts responding differently. Not because of what you did, but because of who you became. Now, let me say this too. This is not about being perfect. It's not about pretending that everything is fine when it's not. And trust me, I understand the ache and the feeling of lack. There have been so many times in my life where I have deeply yearned for something, whether it was true love or success or freedom or community. And the more I looked around, I didn't see these things coming to me, and the more I felt that ache. But it's really about catching yourself and reminding yourself and choosing to come back to the feeling of already having it over and over again. And that takes practice. Choosing to hold the frequency even when the evidence hasn't arrived. And some days that frequency might feel like it's very far away, and you might feel tender and discouraged and unsure, and that is okay. This is a practice of devotion. When you feel off, when the doubt creeps in, come back into your body, come back to your breath, come back to the version of you who already knows how to be held, how to trust, how to feel safe in her becoming. I ask myself all the time, what would the me who already has what I desire do right now? And then I just do the next small thing in that direction. I don't force it, I don't fake it, I just become it. And that is really where your power is. Not in trying harder, but in aligning deeper. When your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are all singing the same song, you become magnetic. You become a clear signal. That's when the timelines collapse and the opportunities align. Embodiment is the portal. You can't just think your way there. You have to feel into it in your body, in your walk, in the way that you sip your tea, in the way you drink your elixirs, in the way that you answer your text messages, in the way that you speak to yourself and the way you speak to others. Embodiment means living as if it's already true, not pretending, but anchoring it into your nervous system. Training your body to feel safe in the frequency that you say that you want. Now let's do a little check-in together. I want you to close your eyes and breathe into your belly. Start taking some deep breaths in and out. And I want you to ask yourself, what is the frequency I'm calling in? Maybe it's ease, maybe it's wealth, maybe it's love. Just breathe that in. Let your shoulders fall back. Really feel into your energy and your frequency. And how would you hold yourself if that were already yours? How would your body speak? I want that to land for a moment. Just let it sink in. This frequency is layering. This is the sacred stacking of all of the small intentional actions that build coherence. You want to be abundant? Nourish yourself as if you already are overflowing with abundance. Don't save the good stuff for later. Use the good lotion. Say the generous words. Give yourself margin and grace. And this takes practice. Your daily and your weekly rituals matter. And your morning sets the tone. Before you check your phone, place your hands on your heart and ask, who am I choosing to be today? And just breathe that in. At midday, do an energetic posture or reset. Catch yourself when you're doing any rushing or shrinking and just pause, roll your shoulders back, breathe into your hips, and ask, how would I walk if I was already living my desire? In the evening, bring your coherence into your wind down or your sacred closure. Speak your affirmations while doing your skincare. Whisper loving words to your body. Soften into your trust. And yes, resistance is gonna come up. Always. Your nervous system is wired for familiarity, not necessarily for expansion. So when you start stretching into a new identity, your body may react. You might feel self-sabotage creeping in. You might want to procrastinate. You might numb out. You might pick a fight with someone. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing. The key is to recognize the resistance and to meet it with compassion. You can say to yourself, okay, there you are. I see you, old pattern, and choose something different. I am choosing something different now. Give your nervous system evidence that it's safe to change. And this is where your energetic hygiene comes in. You can't magnetize from a field that's clogged with other people's projections. with your past stories, with unprocessed emotion. You need clearing practices. And for me, that looks like daily lymphatic self-massage, moving that stagnant energy, breath work, energy brushing, pausing and slowing down when I catch myself rushing. I'm rushing all the time for no reason. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm always encouraging my clients to clear their energy in ways that feels good to them. If you love dancing, dance with full conviction, or maybe a salt bath with some rose petals feels good to you. There's no one way to do this. You're just choosing whatever is going to bring you back to you. And remember, embodiment isn't a one-time thing. It's a devotional act. You'll forget, you'll fall back into your old frequencies, and that is okay. Just come back again and again. That's the practice. That is the sacred work of becoming. You're always teaching your body what's safe to receive. So ask yourself the question often, what do I want to become safe for? Receiving love, for feeling fully seen, for being wildly successful without feeling burned out. Amen. Because that's something that I am constantly calling in. Resting without guilt. Let your rituals, your breath, your micro moments, let them all align with that. It's not in the big moments that you build coherence. You build coherence in these little micro moments. You're not here to chase, you're here to become. You are the spell. You are the portal. You are the living transmission of the energy that you seek. Coherence is the space where your thoughts, your emotion, and your body, they're all in harmony. This is what the heart-mind-body connection looks like when it's turned on. When you say, I'm abundant, and you feel it in your heart, and your breath supports it, and your actions reflect it, you become coherent. And coherence is magnetic. Most people are fragmented, saying one thing, feeling another, doing something else entirely differently. But when you become coherent, when your internal world is congruent, that's when the universe moves very quickly on your behalf. You're no longer sending mixed signals. You're ready. And that level of steadiness is irresistible. So my invitation to you is this. Before you chase the desire, tune yourself into it. Feel it first, embody it first, and then let your life reorganize to that frequency. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. So become her. Not someday, but right now, in the softness of your breath, in the sacredness of your rituals, in the way that you walk through the world today. Your frequency is the prayer. If this message resonated, share it, leave a comment, and subscribe for more soul-aligned transmissions. This space is really devoted to your becoming. And there is absolutely no pressure at all. Trust me, I'm in these practices myself. Just presence and devotion. Thank you so much for being here. Stay radiant, stay rooted, and remember, the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. So become her. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time.